Hi everybody, it's Jamie, and I'm here today to talk about the recession and share some tips and ideas, and hopefully you guys will share some with me because we can all use them. So if you're new here, thank you for joining and finding my video. I hope that you will subscribe and like this video, and if you are already a subscriber, thank you so much. You guys are the best. I love y'all. Yeah, now that we are in an official recession, because the GDP has had 2 negative quarters, so it's official, we're in a recession. So I thought maybe we would go over some tips of ways to save money or cut money, or, you know, help us make our dollars go farther. With gas is $5 a gallon, or some places it's over $7 a gallon. Here I'm in Georgia. Governor Kemp put us on a gas tax holiday, so our gas is probably the cheapest in the nation. Right now, I think it was $4.19 on Monday when I was out. So, yeah, and I know in other places it's like $7. My husband drives a diesel, that's over $5 a gallon. Then you've got all the prices and costs at the grocery store, all the food that's going up. We have all the shortages of baby formula, and I just read the other day now baby food shortages, and tampon shortages for women. I mean, it's just getting crazy. So I thought we would just talk about things that we can do to help save a little money during this time. I live on 18 acres, and we have chickens and goats and rabbits. And normally a garden. This year I didn't plant a garden because I had COVID during the time I should have gotten it in the ground, and I didn't feel like it, so I didn't do one this year. But my husband and I are empty nesters. It's just two of us now, so we don't really have really high grocery bills anymore. We did when we had all the kids living here and two growing, eating boys that used to go through a gallon of milk a day. We used to have to spend like $700-800 a month in food, so I can imagine right now with bigger families, or even with just regular average maybe 2-kid families, your grocery bills are huge, especially if they're growing boys that like to eat. So there's a few sectors in our economy that always get affected by recession. It's the real estate, you've got your auto industry, you've got retail, you've got restaurants, you've got the travel industry. I mean, there's a few more, I'm sure. But those industries are, excuse me, where companies will cut back and lay off, and then you end up without a job during a recession. It makes it even worse. I mean, people are just now starting to get their jobs back from COVID. So, I mean, it's just a mess. And this administration doesn't care about us. They just keep making it worse. Biden said the other day, we better get used to it. So we've got 2 more years of that before we can even try to elect anybody that will try to help us with a recession. So let's just get into some tips, and I hope that you'll come back or at least leave some comments down below, things that you do at home to cut and save money, cut costs. And I'm going to share a few that I like. First off, always make a grocery list. Don't just go in blind to the grocery store. Always have a list. Stay on the list. Look for reduced cost items, sale items. What my family, we like to call it rotten cart. We always get rotten cart deals, but that's just us. Buy generic. Don't always buy name brand. You can get a few pennies in savings on generic, and most of the generic products taste just as good as the name brand. And as a matter of fact, a lot of the generic products are made in the same factories as the name brand ones, and so it's pretty much usually the same. Of course, a garden for your produce, if you can grow a garden. Even if you live in an apartment, you can plant things in pots, tomatoes, peppers, things like that, on a balcony. They'll do well. I mean, just because you may be urban doesn't mean that you can't grow things. And, a garden is always the best thing to have. Plus, my kitty cat's laying on all my stuff. I had to move it. Plus coupons, don't forget coupons. Get your coupons and start using those. Even a few cents off an item saves you money. Although, make sure that your coupon is going to save you money on a name brand item compared to buying the generic version with the coupon. Sometimes you still come out better with the generic. Also, I like to reuse my leftovers, or I used to. We don't really have leftovers anymore, but if I had leftovers, say leftover chicken, or uh, I would make, maybe the next day I would make chicken fried rice, or if we have leftover steak from a steak dinner, I would make uh, beef stroganoff using the leftover steak. There's just so many ways that you can recreate your leftovers into something new. So you have to have a little bit of creativity. And with the internet now, I mean, there's no reason why you can't find a good recipe. Why you can't find a way to reuse something. I mean, I don't even use my cookbooks anymore. I just use Google. So, and of course, you can buy in bulk. All those, the bulk stores, Costco, Sam's, all those places. You can also, and then freeze. Learn how to freeze. Invest in a freeze wrap machine, and freeze everything. And then if you do have a garden, learn how to can. Canning is easy. It's not hard. It feels like it's scary, but it's not. I used to do a lot of canning. And make your own. Like, learn to cook from scratch. Stop eating out. Stop eating convenience meals. Start buying things that you can cook and make a healthy meal with no preservatives and no junk and no trans fats and all the stuff that's in the prepackaged things. Just learn to cook from scratch. I mean, if you have a bag of flour and a bag of sugar and some yeast and some salt, and some oil and some eggs, you could pretty much make almost anything you want to make. We have a lot of chickens, so we have a lot of eggs, so we eat a lot of eggy stuff. Plus, my chickens are here for meat if we need it, and eggs for my entire family. We have a family of 8 with everybody married 9 if you count my granddaughter, but she's not eating eggs yet. So if you're in an area where you can get a couple of hens, there's your eggs right there. And they're great bug eaters, so they help with your pests as well. I love my chickens. I am the chicken lady. I don't know if you can see behind me, I got a rooster lamp. So anyway, those are some ways to help save money. What are some ideas that you would have? What do you do to cut costs during a recession, or any time? I mean, it never hurts to cut costs, period. But this recession is scary, and it may be tough. I mean, we have supply chain shortages. We have food shortages. We have cattle and sheep dying on the hoof out where they've lived their whole lives for absolutely no reason. Our food production factories are burning down left and right. I mean, it's scary, and we need to be prepared, and we need to know what to do to help save money. I mean, just going to the grocery store and filling your tank up with gas is like twice as much as it used to be. And with a family, and people that may or may not be making that much money, what are they supposed to do? I mean, we have had a neighbor come up here twice to get gas, and then borrow some money to get to the gas station so he could put some gas in his truck to get to work. It's sad, and it's breaking my heart seeing all the people that have issues and needs, and medical issues for whatever reason. They can't afford those anymore because they have to feed the family, or rents are going up and people can't afford rent anymore. I mean, we already have a homeless issue around the entire nation. And then on top of that, with the Remain in Mexico gone, when Biden gets to let them all come in, we're going to get about 30 million more people in our country population-wise. That's 30 million jobs. That's 30 million mouths to feed. That's 30 million everything. Where are these people going to live? Where are they going to eat? I mean, how are they going to live and support their families if they keep coming over here without, just without proper immigration? I don't have a problem with illegal immigration. I have a lot of friends that are from other countries, and I love them all to death, and they came here the right way. And, they get really mad about the illegal immigration because they had to spend the money and the time to get here to do it right. It's just not fair, and our country is just suffering so badly right now, and we all need to link our arms together and do this as Americans, because we can't count on our government. We can't count on our government to do anything but try to kill us. So let's work together and keep coming up with some ideas on how we can get through this recession the best way that we all can. I hope that you'll leave me a comment and share some of your ideas. I'd love to read them. I hope you'll come back and see my videos again. And I hope you'll like this one. It's a free way to help you girl out. And don't forget to subscribe. And I'll talk to you soon. Y'all have a great day. Love y'all. Bye.